What's going on with Washington State, your alma
Oh,
mater? What's the future there?
it's devastating. I mean, this was an inevitability. It really was. We're on the precipice of the National Collegiate Football League. We are. There's going to be two conferences between 18 to 22 teams, most likely, that can afford to be in there. The media rights deal, it's going to be its own separate entity, probably no NCAA. And they're going to make a lot of money doing it. And they're going to be teams that are relegated. And it just started sooner rather than later. I thought we may have a few more years. But the writing was on the wall last year. It was. And the fact that George Kliavkoff and the Board of Governors did not move on that deal much faster and allowed things to play out, allowed the Big 12 to really gain some momentum after what went down last year, it really led to this. You couldn't have been too surprised. Now, talking with President Schultz, who was the head of it from Washington State, he said he had everybody back to the table Friday morning. And then right before the meeting started, Arizona was like that one holdout. And they got them back to the table. They were going to sign the grant of rights deal to the Pac-12 conference, in Oregon and Washington came in and said, we're going to take the Big Ten deal. They were just too fearful of the streaming aspect of everything.
All right, so what's the time frame here, realistic time frame, that you think we have the NFL model of college football?
Well, how quickly it's escalated over 2 years ago when Oklahoma and Texas went to the SEC, and then USC and UCLA, and then what completely evaporated, I would suspect within the next 5 years.
And it feels like it's going to be Big Ten You could have two commissioners, the Big Ten commissioner and the SEC commissioner, and they could oversee like the AFC and the NFC if you wanted to.
You could, but I ultimately think there'll be one czar.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever that may look like. The Big Ten commissioner right now is new, of course, after Warren took the job with the Bears, and what the SEC has accomplished.
But he's a TV guy, the Big Ten commissioner.
He is.
That's what you need. You got to have TV has changed college athletics, changed college football. I don't know if it's going to be for the good, because I always think about this. I get caught up in it because I'm a member of the media, and I have to look at both sides. If you're a fan, is it good for you, what is happening now?
Well, I think you're going to get good football. I mean, I just got the Big 12's game of the week, with ESPN on the streaming service that they have, ESPN Plus. So I'm going to get to go down and get some really good Big 12 games. Some Pac-12 teams are going to be involved with it in the next few years, a lot more games. So I think we're going to have some interesting, good football games. So that doesn't bother me. What bothers me, of course, is the history, the legacy, all those things that exist from when I was a kid growing up. The Rose Bowl was going away anyway. It was going to this playoff, and it was not going to be used as the traditional Big Ten Pac-12 game anymore. And that was unfortunate. I just love the venue, and I love the game. I don't necessarily care who's playing in it. But yeah, it's as a fan who's consuming it, it's got to be difficult. And I've had a lot of former players reach out to me over the last couple of days, just in disbelief.